Today I'm going to show you how to clean a cuttlefish without using any knife or any sharp instrument for that matter. So what we're going to do is I'm going to clean this big cuttlefish which I caught last night from the sea, fresh from the sea, and turn it from this to this, and eventually after you peel off the skin into this, ready for cooking. So what we need is a chopping board so you can hold your cuttlefish in place, and what I do is I smear a little of oil on it, so once the ink, the natural ink of the cuttlefish spills, it will not stick with your chopping board. So this is how you do it, just by using your hand. I'm going to clean the big cuttlefish now. So here is the cuttlefish. What you'll do, see, the ink is flowing now, so you'll have to be very careful not to spill those ink in your shirt. Now once it is in position, all you need to do is just to locate the cattle bone. Once you locate the cattle bone, you don't need to use a knife. All you have to do is just to twist it. Twist it like that. Yeah. After you twist it, then you can take it out. So this is how you clean a cuttlefish without using a knife. So be careful not to poke your hand or your finger any close to the tip of this one, because it's very sharp, as you can see. And if you can see now that the ink are flowing, and it will not go stain your chopping board because you've smeared it a little of your oil. I just use a cooking oil for this time, but you can use any other oil for that matter, like if you're interested to use an olive oil or something. Yeah. So can you go on the side? So what you do now, once the skin is exposed, you can just run your fingers towards it and try to see. There is one layer here, the other layer here. So what you'll do, you'll just separate this layer. This is what is holding all the gut that is inside. So with your finger, run your finger and try to palpate the membranes. So as you can, this is a female, I think, because you can see some eggs. So lucky for me, this is a big cuttlefish, but too bad for the cuttlefish that it won't be able to deliver the babies anymore. So just separate it like that and slowly run your fingers on that membrane that is holding on, attached to the body of this cuttlefish. And be sure that you have a ready. There will be some ink, of course, but that's just part of that. So this is how it would look like after you remove the gut. And then just set aside that for later, because what we're going to do is we're going to still use the head, because we could still cook it. So you clean it, all the slimes with running water, and the inside. And the next part would be is how you're going to skin cuttlefish, because the skin is a little bit hard to chew. So what you need to do is you have to remove the skin. So from that part, let me just clean this part a little. Okay, so from the part you're cleaning your cuttlefish, what you do is you'll have to turn it over and try to see, try to feel this membrane that separates them. See, this one. Now hold the inner skin and run your fingers like this so that you can separate the skin from the actual meat. Don't pull it right away because it might tear. So if that happens, what you'll do, just go in the other direction and repeat the process. So this is like the chewy, hard part that you'll have to remove. Yeah. And the rest will be a delicious cuttlefish for you to prepare and cook. So there you have it. That's that. Again, run your fingers. Just run your fingers over that space and voila. That's one clean cuttlefish. Separate that later. And you can wash it off. Wash the black part. And that's that. From that big cuttlefish, this is now the finished product. Ready for you to cook calamari or whatever food you'd like to cook it with or cook it for. Okay? Thank you so much for watching.